Sometimes you need a fool. Oh.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fielded in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play fake. Pittman. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Van Der Esch on the tackle. A gain of 12. First down, Raiders.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Cook following the penalty. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That one complete to Hill. Hill was stopped right at midfield. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On 2nd down, Cook. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And going deep for Hill. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Get there and pick it. And they'll have the football but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play?
And got his man complete.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that
He
swagger.
will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. CeeDee Lamb, 95 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
The kick is
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you put some doubt in their minds.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The score, Raiders 14, Vikings nothing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
At the Raiders' 24-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to throw now on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. They now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Pittman. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing on first down. Pittman. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
First down, Las Vegas.
On 1st and 10, Pittman. Flushed out right. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidated.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. CeeDee Lamb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Raiders 21. Vikings.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They try again with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Vikings 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Pittman, he'll fire deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. CeeDee Lamb. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something, because right now they're just cutting the shreds.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
48-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Kenneth Murray in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second and long. Escaping the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. 23 yards to pick up there. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll bring up second down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, second and 10. From the gun, Pittman. And that
That's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down.
Play action. Pittman. He'll fire deep downfield from left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
First down.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun. Pittman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Quadre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 42. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
The kick.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
and the Raiders have got him.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. So as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion, so another passing down here on third and long.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Able to hit his target land.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
First down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Pittman flush to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. From the gun, Pittman. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
Gets this one to him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Which way? We'll make everything into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
Operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Kenneth Murray
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings were able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
To throw on 2nd down, Pittman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked him at the 30. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Their own 49-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pittman going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because You keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Brought down at the 13.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun, Pittman. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Pittman. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now a handoff working right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
The play brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. Wilson.
Good.
Extra point right down the middle. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.